All right,
Okay.
welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another session of CanOpus Chats. This afternoon, I have with me two fantastic individuals with aspirations in health and fitness and fashion designing. I'd like you to receive NatalianWilliams and Jcáel, or RJ Natche, under his brand Jcáel. All right, so go on. Welcome to CanOpus Chats. How are you guys doing today?
Thank you. I'm well.
Okay,
Thank you.
awesome. So it's great weather where you are. I know we are at a three-hour time difference right now,
Yeah.
but you two look wonderful. Tell me a little bit about how did you both meet?
Basically, I was working in London.
Mm-hmm.
So while I was on my way out of London,
Uh-huh.
5 days before my exit to London, I met her at what was it again?
It was like a spa.
Like a spa.
Facial place.
Facial place. I was trying to get my facial,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Keep your skin all moisturized.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, let me just go over there and get my facial. Then I was talking to a bunch of women, but I didn't know that the woman I was talking to was one of the ladies that I was supposed to meet.
Okay.
So we were just talking, just have a regular conversation. And then the lady who owned the shop was like, yeah, that's her. I'm like, what? I said, I don't know. I was like, okay, all right. Let's not make it too obvious. Here's my number. She can give me a call.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, after that, when I left the shop, she said, okay, you can have my number. You can give me a call. I said, okay, I'll give her a call. But the thing is, in my mind, I was like, I'm about to go back home. I don't think it's going to work out. I don't believe long distance relationship. You know what I'm saying? So let me just, fall back. But at the same time, I was like, okay, I have nothing to lose. Let me just try out. So probably a day before, no, 2 days before I was supposed to leave London. Also, I was feeling sick at the time. So I was like, oh, so I was, let me just give her a call. So when I give her a call,
He was.
Oh, wait a minute. You were using her?
No.
Okay, just checking.
He told me he was so ill.
Oh.
He was coughing, and there was a lot of.
Wow. Yeah. And she's still here with you? That's love.
I can't believe I stayed on the phone.
He must have said something, or you must have sparked her interest just a little bit for her to stick with you even when you were at your not so best.
Yeah, definitely, because our first conversation, it was so fluid. It was just organic. So after that, I was like, okay, all right, we'll see how it goes. I mean, there was no planning. It was like, okay, just let it flow. Okay. And time, we just start talking. And then, we just like, there was this attraction we had for each other. So when I just went to then after that, when I flew London, I went to Japan for at least 3 weeks for my last.
We had one date.
Yeah, one date. That was it.
And I canceled.
Oh.
And then, I canceled because I was at work. I had so much work, and I was going to be late. So I canceled. And then on my way home, I texted him and said, do you still want to meet for a drink? And then we met. Yeah.
Nice. So wait a minute. So RJ, what was your background in? So you were doing a lot of traveling from London to Japan, and she met you and she had the drink with you, and now she's with you forever. That's awesome. But both of you, your professional background, where were you before you got to where you are now?
I mean, I was in finance. I was a trader. So basically, I was able to travel around the world and just different clients and just create a lot of portfolios for different companies, financial companies. So that gave me the chance to travel and just learn different cultures, sometimes different businesses, how to approach businesses when it comes to finance and trading around the world. So it was a blessing to be able to do that for almost a decade. So then when I had my last I told my job that I would be finishing, that I would give my termination. I want to be able to focus on my own dream, which is fashion.
Right.
So I had to do my last run, which was Tokyo. So when I went to Tokyo, before I left Tokyo, we had a few talk. But the thing that was more was I say was great is that even in Tokyo, we're able to talk for like hours and hours and hours over the phone.
Wow.
I mean, I'd be tired going to meetings. I come back, we on the phone for like 2-3 hours.
Wow.
You know what I mean? By the time she goes to bed, I'm on my way back to the office. You know what I mean?
I was about to say, because that's a major time difference. I know that from
Yeah.
New York to
Yeah.
Japan, it's about 12-hour difference. For you are Natalian, you are in the UK. So what was the time difference there? Maybe what?
Is it 9 hours?
9 hours,
Yeah.
10 hours.
Pretty much a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
look at that. So what Natalian, what was it about RJ that allowed you to actually stay on the phone for 3 hours, 4 hours at various times to converse with him and eventually marrying him?
I think he was very himself. He wasn't like faking or trying to be somebody else. And that's what kind of, I guess, piqued my interest, to stay on the phone. He was just himself.
Right.
He was very genuine. So yeah.
That's important. You mentioned organic and the fact that it just naturally built and developed. And for you, Natalian, it's being true to self and authentic. And I think, when you have those two combination, it helps for a budding and thriving relationship. So now here you are. Your background was in finance. What was your background? Talk to me.
Human resources.
Human resources. Okay, so capital management and trading. So here, both of you, professional individuals who had invested some time, significant time in your other profession, and all of a sudden you've made a switch. You found each other, and you've now decided to pursue your dream. Talk to me a little bit about what that looked like for you both.
I mean, since I was a young boy, I always loved fashion. But every time, even when I go to school, I was just stay in my own lane, just create my own fashion. Just my parents didn't have a lot of money, but the money that I had, clothes I had, I just made my own way and create. I'm saying some type of.
Tell me what was one of the most interesting thing or outstanding design or fashion statement that you made in your early years or when you were back.
I mean, I know growing up, skinny jeans was not the thing. So, I remember going to high school, everybody make fun of me, like, "Oh, you're a weirdo. You wear this. Why you wear so much skinny jeans?" I'm like, "Yeah, but this is me. I'm not gonna be somebody else. I'm not."
Right.
So,
so you weren't afraid of being unique and embracing your individuality and expressing yourself creatively. So skinny jeans, you had the template.
That's the skinny jeans. I'm not talking about skinny jeans of this time. I'm talking about skinny jeans. Just the regular Levi's, straight.
So more the straight like the pants versus the more tighter, loose fitting.
The legging jeans. None of that.
Okay, well, everyone has their choices and their own style. So it's all about how you interpret it, present it, and that's where the creative aspect comes into play.
So, I always had just wear certain things, that was not ordinary in the 90s and 2000s. So I always just loved fashion, but I always told myself one day I would have my own brand. But it takes time.
Right.
It takes time. It takes dedication, patience. So and then also you need a great partner who's actually going to believe in your dream and also, not just discourage you.
So teamwork here. Yeah. Teamwork is making your dream work, and here you have someone who is helping to share the responsibility and help to fuse and fuel your dream and ideas. How do you work together successfully?
I think we work well together because I think we balance each other out. He is very, let's go, quick. Okay, And I'm like, okay, let's do this first and this first. So I think we balance each other out, and he comes up with a lot of great ideas, and I'm able to help, get it started and push it through. So we really balance each other out.
Now, you're focused more on the fashion designing piece, RJ. Natalian, your interest is more in the health and fitness component. What are some of the things in your portfolio?
I would say I would say well-being, not just health and fitness. I would say
well-being.
So I would say focusing, yes, the health and fitness side, but also well-being in terms of, self-confidence, self-care, and stuff like that. And I'm learning as I go with all of this myself too. So
so tell me a little bit more about how did you know that this is what you want to do?
I've always had a love for, I guess, wellness. And I started a blog where it was around lifestyle. So I would post things on fashion, money, food. I'd post recipes. So I've always had a love for that through my blog. And then when I met RJ, he kind of pushed me to take it a little bit further and do it as a business rather than a hobby. So I started to, pull all my, I guess, things together, all my recipes and everything that I blog. And now it's on my website, and I'm trying to push that into wellness.
Okay, so in terms of finding, because some people are into fad, they're into dieting, and you're offering something more comprehensive. Do people seek you out, or do you seek them out, or is it both ways?
I think it's both ways. Right now, I'm doing a lot of research and sort of drawing all my resources together. So it's more, I guess, people seeking me out. A lot of people come to my Instagram page, they go to my website and say, that's, you have such a plethora of information. Someone reached out to me and said, why don't you turn that into a YouTube channel? Take all the stuff you're blogging and turn it into a YouTube channel, which is a great idea. I might do that.
So that's good. So you have a following of, I think I saw about 5,000 people following.
Yes, but not everybody's engaged. That's the problem.
Okay, so here it is. You have the people there. Now, the idea is how are you going to connect with them to make them become more engaged in what it is that you're doing?
I think it's constantly trying to, I guess, put new information out there, things that they may not think about, look at the kind of people that they follow, the kinds of things that they're interested in, and post on that. But at the same time, I need to stay true to what my platform is about. And if they're not interested, then it's not for them.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So I'm looking at other people who will offer some component of fashion. So people are always creating, expressing themselves in design. We know that with the pandemic, the fashion industries has taken a significant hit, and you're listening to various stores closing, whether it's your favorite brand name. And so these designers are struggling to stay afloat, similarly to the restaurant industry and many other in the hospitality in that broad range, right? How are you two establishing yourself and staying afloat in all of this?
I think we just keep going. Yes, we've taken a significant hit. Production kind of stopped for us, but it's not like we will still do what we want to do, put out the I guess items or products we want to put out. It's just things kind of halted a little bit.
But I just take the thing for us is just more also take this moment and also put everything into more creativity aspect of things that we want to come out with in 2021. So we're not going to stop the train because of a pandemic. Every day you got to think about if you're a creative type of person, your creativity never stop. I mean, you just got to just continue to create certain things that you know that in the near future those creation will be into the people's eyes. So I know right now we are taking a big hit, but we're not discouraged.
The vision is still there. You're still working at it. So for you, it's not about quitting. This
Never.
time is just it's an opportunity for you to recalibrate.
Yes.
For you to look at long-term plans.
Yeah.
Now, for many, they're reimagining what it will look like. And based on when you launched your brand and where it is now, how are you reimagining it to adjust to what we're experiencing now and where we're going in the future?
I mean, I think for us, it's just, maybe just stick to the same plan.
Mm-hmm.
It just be living probably more wiser.
Mm-hmm.
We made in the past, and just trying to just minimize those mistakes.
Okay.
But have the same type of vision.
Mm-hmm.
How to do just a small thing. We need to probably just take a seat back. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to reorganize, but just have the same type of
Now we talk about when you start a business that you should have a business plan, and we see that some businesses, they don't last beyond 5 years because they don't have a good business plan. I don't think that you delved into your business haphazardly. You have given it a lot of thoughts and so forth. So in terms of some of the lessons that you've learned in doing this, you just talk about you don't harp on the mistakes, you learn from them. What would you say is one of the biggest mistakes that you have, not biggest lessons rather, that you have learned?
I think it's more, when we start the business, we trust a lot of people. We know what's going on, so we just freshmen in the fashion industry, so we just trust a lot of people. And also, I think we should have done our own research before you even
question more.
You know what I mean? We just like, okay, since you're already in the business, we're gonna give you, 100%, full, ownership of things. You can just, we can go in and just, decide.
We just come up with the money and
exactly. Yes, you do it. You know what I mean? So we just, we are the creation, we are the vision, everything. But we had enough contact. So I think we trust a lot of people in the beginning, and we got burned. But that's fine, because you learn from your mistakes. I'm saying, you just trying to minimize those mistakes. I'm saying, next time around. So we're just more wise about that. I'm saying, so we're just more business, more minded when it comes to fashion, and we know exactly what to spend and what not to spend. If it makes sense, it doesn't make no sense, we're not going for it. Simple as that. If you don't like us, you can just keep on moving. But we're not gonna just throw money out there just because it's a holiday.
So you're wiser. You're wiser, and you're approaching this in a more research, and you're vetting the individuals that you are interacting with to protect your assets. And I think that's very wise. That's very wise. Now, obviously, you have grown since you started, and you want your business to last, to not just be for the moment, but to really sustain itself. How do you ensure that you are distinguishing yourself from your competitors and positioning yourself for endurance?
Probably the product that we have right now represent ourselves. I'm saying, and believe in. So we're not gonna just follow the trends out there. We'll take our time when it comes to picking the fabrics, picking the creation of the outfit. If we don't like, if it's not into our liking, we're not gonna put it out there because to sell a product. More so about quality than more than the quantity. And we're looking for a long-term legacy. It's gonna, gonna branch out to different other businesses. So everything that we put into display is gonna represent us, and also people gonna follow our journey. This is how we see this business, not just to make a quick box and just keep on with the next one. No, we think about it. That's what every piece that we make, we're taking our time to make sure when we're happy, then we just take it out. If we're not happy with the product, it's not coming out. It might take 3-6 months. That's fine. People are impatient. Say, we want the average. But it's not ready yet because it's not ready for our liking. If you don't like it, we're not gonna put it out there for the public. I mean, we've been being honest to our fans and people that support us. So we got to make sure that we're happy with our own product first. If we're happy, we can give it to the public.
So in terms of quality is very important, and I've heard you say that numerous times, quality over quantity. And sometimes pricing affects the quality of the product. And so how do you manage pricing so that you can not compromise the integrity of your work, but at the same time meeting the audience that you are marketing to?
I think we try to find the, I guess, the best fabric, and we try to find the factory that can offer us that. Like RJ said, and sometimes it might take a while to source those people,
right.
But that's what we're about. And if we have to make less of something to get the better quality, we will do that. We wouldn't make 5,000 of something and then the quality is not so good because it's cheap. We'll make 50 and pay a little bit more.
Okay, which is good. I know that in fashion, these fast clothing, they pop up often and they don't last long. So, you know, we talk about creating.
I said 2 washes and it's done. But,
right, so the quality is a subpar, and then of course it's not environmentally friendly either. So that's good that you're really taking the time to source your business with quality products and material, a textile to go with the design that you want. Now for you, Natalian, you are creating some products. What is maybe one of the highlights of the products that you produce, and how do you get your ingredients to make sure that it's of a higher standard?
Well, right now my first product in terms of cosmetics is a hair oil that I created, and it's all natural hair oil. This one here. So I have a bottle here.
Is it going to come to me?
So this hair oil that I don't know if you can see it. So I create this, and it's all 100% natural oils, and I would say it's potent, but it's potent of all the good stuff. And I haven't really cheated on the ingredients. So this is particularly one of the things that I like about what we do, is that we don't skimp on the good stuff for our customers.
Awesome. I think people will respect you and they will repeat and come back to you when they realize that you care enough to invest in their well-being by offering them something that of substance. And I think in terms of you producing quality, they'll appreciate you extremely. And it might take a while, as you said before, but the fact that you're committed to outputting only the finer quality. Now, I did hear you use the word natural. In the world of our environment, there's a conversation between natural and organic. When you say natural, do you mean organic, or do you just use a term meaning natural, it's from the earth? So explain to me, what do you mean by that?
For me, when I say natural, it means that there's no, I guess, no chemical, it's not chemically made.
Okay.
And I think there's a misconception that everything organic is good, or everything must be organic to be good. And that's not true, because a lot of things that are organic are not really 100% organic. They just get that stamp by the USDA or whatever they call it to say it's organic, and they pay a lot of money for that. But I don't think something has to be organic to be good or to provide that quality that the customer is looking for.
I see. Okay. So getting it from the right source.
Buy organic meat.
Say that again. Say that again.
I said you should buy organic meat.
I should buy organic meat? Well, you know, I don't eat meat, so I don't know about
You grow your own, but you know.
You have a recipe on how I can grow my own meat? No. Okay. So I want to definitely congratulate you both on your vision. I want you to show us, RJ. I see you have a shirt on with a design of your company, Jcáel.
So basically, that was the
first.
that was the first. That was the baby.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So I see the name at the top and NYC. What does that mean?
Not yet common.
Not yet common?
Yes.
Nice. So that's a play on words right there, because I thought you were talking about New York City, but
Exactly. So that's the way it was. That, and the thing is, that's why we wanted to. Everything that we do is about play word, and also people second guessing about what does it mean actually. I'm saying, there's always a story behind every outfit, every product that we put out there. I mean, it's not just the product. There's always a meaning behind any product we put out there. So there's always going to be a history behind any product that we put out there for the public to enjoy it, and also enjoy wearing it on a daily basis. So,
well, I want to thank you both for taking the time out to meet with me today to talk about your commitment to establishing a brand that you are proud of, and wanting to make this place better by offering us quality over quantity. What should we look for from Natalian and Jcáel in 2021?
You go first.
I think just look for more from NatalianWilliams, a lot more authentic content. And I'm going to be putting out some more hair products and a skin care product. That's
and you'll be the first to test it before, you know what I'm saying?
So I'll be your guinea pig. I'll trust you that you're going to give me the good stuff and only the good stuff.
Yeah, only the good stuff. Only the good stuff.
Awesome. I congratulate you both on taking this journey to follow your vision, taking what it is that you do on the side and is now cultivating it as the focal point of your life and for enhancing each other's lives. So here it is on your last hurrah in finance and that industry. Here you met each other, and together you're now building your empire. And I wish the both of you great success beyond COVID, beyond where we are right now, to where you want to go in the future. Thank you both for speaking with me today.
Thank you.
We appreciate having us today.